Attorney Edward Lieberman, whose late wife Evelyn served as Hillary Clinton's chief of staff, exchanged numerous emails with the co-founder of the controversial Fusion GPS firm and Russian participants in the infamous June 9, 2016, Trump Tower meeting, documentation provided to the Senate Judiciary Committee shows. The correspondence, part of a series of exhibits provided to Senate investigators and reviewed by Breitbart News, took place in the weeks leading up to the Trump Tower meeting. Earlier this week, Breitbart News cited witness testimony saying Lieberman was present at one and possibly two dinner meetings between the controversial Fusion GPS firm and key participants in the infamous June 2016 Trump Tower meeting. Also, Lieberman met with one Russian participant the same day of the Trump Tower meeting, according to separate testimony. Edward Lieberman himself has been described as working within the orbit of the Clintons. He previously served as legal counsel and advisor to the Albright Group LLC, which was founded by Madeleine K. Albright, who served as Bill Clinton's Secretary of State and who would later serve as a surrogate for Hillary Clinton during the 2016 presidential campaign. Lieberman's expertise, listed on his former Albright Group bio, includes multi-billion-dollar privatizations of oil and gas assets in Eastern Europe, Central Asia, and Russia. The Russia collusion conspiracy was sparked by the dossier produced by Fusion GPS, which was paid for its anti-Trump work by Trump's primary political opponents, namely Clinton's 2016 presidential campaign and the Democratic National Committee, DNC, via the Perkins-Coie law firm. Simpson and Fusion GPS were hired by Baker Hostetler, which represented the Russian firm Provs, to do opposition work targeting British financier Bill Browder. It was Browder who did extensive investment work in Russia and who successfully lobbied Congress to pass the Magnitsky Act, the very topic of the Trump Tower meeting. Russian-linked Provs Holdings Limited had settled a case in the U.S. involving the purchase of real estate with allegedly laundered money, accusations that centered around the Magnitsky Act. All participants at the Trump Tower meeting generally agree the confab, in which Veselnitskaya did most of the talking, focused largely on the Magnitsky Act as well as talk about a Russian tax evasion scheme and alleged connections to the Democratic National Committee. Donald Trump Jr. previously explained that he took the meeting thinking it was about opposition research on Hillary Clinton and was disappointed that it wasn't. In his testimony, Simpson described having several dinners with Russian lawyer and Trump Tower presenter Natalia Veselnitskaya. Simpson said that he had dinner with Veselnitskaya on June 8, 2016, in New York and 2 days later in Washington, D.C. Simpson also recalled having a dinner with Veselnitskaya in probably 2015. I also believe Mr. Lieberman was present at that meeting, Simakornov testified, referring to the meeting after the Trump Tower episode. This possibly places Lieberman at another meeting between Fusion GPS and Trump Tower participants. He claims that after he had lunch with Veselnitskaya, she called him and asked him to attend the Trump Tower meeting, but she didn't suggest any role he would play at the meeting or why he should attend. Akhmetshin also detailed knowing Hillary Clinton since the late 1990s and last seeing her at Evelyn Lieberman's 2015 funeral. In the same testimony, Akhmetshin says he knew some of the people who worked on Clinton's 2016 campaign.